Happy Wednesday. It is time for Notary Meet and Greet. Hey, John. I hope you guys
Hey,
have a great evening. John, I was watching you the other day. Clean.
no.
I mean, I'm telling you, those windows, the gutters, or whatever you was working on
Oh
are clean.
boy.
I was like, he is not playing around. And I loved it because you were intentional about getting the information about the notary permit runner and
Yes.
doing whatever it was that you were doing. So big ups to you.
Oh, thanks. Multitasker.
Yeah, exactly. We gotta be. Well, so tonight is just casual, you guys. I kind of want to go ahead, and I've been talking about signing up for, with one notary. So I think I'm gonna just do that on the call with you guys tonight. Share my screen and do that for those of you who are trying to figure out, if you want to do Ron or if you are looking at Ron. So you'll get to see me sign up. So I'll do that. But the floor is open. So whatever you want to talk about, we can talk about. We had a great class last night, notary permit runner. Tomorrow is going to be part 2 of that, and then we got the apostille tomorrow evening. So tomorrow is going to be a double heavy day. We've got from 5 to 6:30, and then we got from 7 to 8:30. So just hunker down and do what you need to do because tomorrow is going to be a busy day. And then Friday, I'm just doing a business 101 that's just for anybody to come to. You don't have to be a Notary Nerds University, because I see a lot of notaries that really are kind of needing help navigating just how to start their notary business, like the business part of it, right? They're having a difficult time. You hear that LLC question and how does my business card look? And they're asking for people to make decisions about their business. And I'm like, you're the business owner, like make a decision. Like let's do this. We got to get past some of that elementary stuff and ask questions about the big stuff. So I'm hopefully going to be able to kind of move some people's mentals forward, and because they're still thinking like they work for somebody and have to ask for permission for every little thing. And we got to stop that. Not that you guys are in that group. Hey, Diana.
Wasn't the second part of the permit runner, because it was pretty good last night.
It was, but she's going into how to do it with Ron. And she's going into more detail on the marketing, I think. She gave us some marketing last night, but she's saying that a bunch of the meat is tomorrow. So I couldn't imagine, maybe she's going to get into more detail.
Wow.
Yeah, because I'm telling you guys, what did you think about it? Give me y'all's input on the class last night?
Lots of information.
Yeah, right. Lots of.
Is the replay up yet?
Yeah, I did upload that this morning, or yeah, it was in the wee hours of the morning yesterday. So it's up in the platform. But to me, the whole key to everything is diversifying our income and not having all of our eggs in one basket. I have a friend of mine who left the bank to become a loan signing agent. He didn't do any of the courses. He just was a branch manager. He started signing up with signing services. The bank had paid for him to become a notary. And this was maybe 4 months ago. And he is doing consistently $8,000 to $9,000 a month, just strictly with signing services. And so he's going to come on board the platform and teach on seller packets next month, because he says a lot of times you're not going to see those as often. And so especially like with some of the California stuff, he says you got to really be careful. But he's doing really well with just the loan signings. So, and then his wife is even getting ready to transition into loan signings. And I guess they're going to be like a little bit of a team or whatnot, but he's, real good with his money and everything like that. So I know he's stocking money away, and he knows the business is cyclical. So, but for the average person, and even with him, I'm going to make sure I bring the point home. Hey, let's diversify that income, which is why I want him to become an instructor. But what else do you guys have? Anybody want to talk about anything?
Well, I got a question.
Okay.
I'm trying to sign up for Notarize, and I've had my digital certificate for about 6 months.
Okay.
And Ident Trust won't let me move it over to Notarize from one notary for some reason.
Yeah, it's not compatible. I don't think they said something about it not being compatible. I saw something about that. Am I right? I don't know. Let's see. Go ahead though, I'm sorry.
And well, it's just frustrating because I'm nothing against One Notary or anybody else, but One Notary doesn't, they kind of, you put your stamp and your digital seal and your digital signature, and boom, you're in. And well, what happened here? Zoom.
I'm sharing my screen. I'm going to pull up One
Okay.
Notary while you're talking.
Okay. And Notarize seems to have a whole lot more training, and they want to get you trained real well before they get you into actually doing notarizations. And I like that. And I like to do that, but for some reason they are not allowing me to move my digital certificate over.
I don't know what, I'm going to try to find out where I saw that. I think it was on the NNA's website where I saw something about Ident was not compatible with.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to go find it though, because I remember when I was researching. So would you recommend that I start with One Notary? Or what is your recommendation?
I'm
Well,
gonna try Live Notary.
Live Notary? I don't think I've heard of them. Or wait a minute, I think that is on the list that Aretha gave us. I think that was one of the at the bottom.
Yeah.
What can you tell us about them?
It's only $10 a month, and you get your seal and what's that other thing along with it?
The digital certificate and your
electronic signature.
Electronic signature.
Yeah.
Let me just go see first and foremost where I saw that language about Ron.
What's the name of that site she was just saying? It's $10 a month.
Live Notary.
Live Notary.
Yeah, let's drop that in the chat. Live Notary. So far we've got Live. Hey, Angie. So you guys are already moving, or wait a minute? Oh, March the 12th. Okay, so you still got a
Yes, and we're so excited. Can't wait. Oh my God. I'm like, I can barely sleep.
Do you have everything already squared away with your commission and all that other good stuff?
So it's nice because we only have to pay for it. No test, nothing. Just pay and get sworn in. But I have my forms. I just got to we're going down Saturday again to kind of like check things out.
Right.
And we have our forms. We're going to take them into somewhere. My bank actually is down there as well, and see if we can get them notarized somewhere before we can, because I have to get the application notarized in order to finish.
Okay.
So we got to do that. And then it's crazy because we have to pay $45 just to get your commission, but then you got to pay $45 again to get the e-notary, which I'm still not sure if I want to do, but whatever.
All right, where is this digital? Well, it sounds like you've got everything in motion at least, and it doesn't sound like there's any hiccups. So you guys already have your plan.
Oh, there's some hiccups. There's some hiccups.
Okay.
But I'm dealing with it because we are allowing ourselves to be a little spoiled. It's actually cheaper there than here in New York, obviously.
Right.
So, but we splurged an extra $100 a month, which is still saving us a ton of money. But we splurged an extra $100 over the other similar units because we get the whole concierge, the pool, the gym. Nice. And get this, I'm so excited. We're right across the street from Starbucks.
Oh my gosh. You're going to have to do an extra signing a month just for that. You know what I mean?
No, because the rent alone is $150 cheaper than what I'm paying now. Plus, it's all utilities and parking included.
Wow. You got a nice deal.
Dude, you don't even know. Like, I'm totally stoked. So, but we are paying $100 more a month over the other comparables that don't have the frou-frou stuff. But we decided, you know what? We're getting old enough now. We're getting older. We've made some good money this year. Let's go ahead and splurge a little.
Right, exactly. Okay, John, so here's where I saw it. It said something here. This certificate, okay, this is the one that the NNA does. This is the digital certificate. This certificate is accepted by eNotary, NotaryCam, Nexus, Notarize, One Notary, Qualia, not compatible with da-da-da-da. Okay, no,
On
that,
Notarize.
yeah,
It's compatible with Notarize, supposedly.
I guess this is the one, but this is not the Ident Trust one. So let me go to Ident
Oh,
Trust.
okay.
This is the NNA.
Basic insurance.
Yeah.
Well, I see. I because I'm crazy. I got my digital certificate from the NNA, and then I thought, well, it won't be compatible with the one notary, so I bought one for my Ident Trust, and so now I actually have two, but I think they both use Ident Trust, um, according to what's her name?
Aretha?
No, not Aretha. Trying to think. Uh, I took a class from her. She's from Texas. Uh, oh shoot.
I'm gonna see if I can't find this.
Well, I can't think of her name now, but
Phyllis. Phyllis is the one
Phyllis.
from Texas.
No,
Yeah.
not Phyllis.
Not
Because I'm
Phyllis.
taking a course
TJ?
from I'm taking the
EP
course from
head?
Phyllis right now. But I don't have my certificate handy.
Phyllis,
But
Miss Phyllis was the one that the first one I heard when I was watching a lot of YouTube when I was very first getting started.
yeah,
She was the first person I heard mention Professor Closen. Professor Michael Closen, the one who wrote the book that we read, Notary
got
Best
it.
Practices. I watched, I guess it was on an NNA video, and she was the speaker, and it was like an hour-long video, and I watched it actually a couple of times, and she gave such great tips
Yes.
in that video. I mean, like I said, I watched it a couple of times, and you know, at the beginning when you're just kind of taking it all in and you're watching YouTube and you're just trying to figure it out, she was one of the ones that really I kind of hovered around her for a week or two just because she gave it to you straight and she seemed to really know her stuff. But it was all Texas, you know. Well, not really. She was giving it to a broad audience, but she did step back and say, you know, this is how we do it in Texas. So to let folks know. But so it sounds like I need to just get it with Ident Trust because it sounds like Ident Trust is going to be the one that is going to be the most compatible across the board with everybody. Now I'm wondering if I should do one notary. Let me see.
Well, see, I got my first certificate for to be a loan signing agent through Kendra Lewis, and she is a big part of One Notary.
Okay. So that's kind of
So
you defaulted to go with them. Okay.
yeah,
I like the fact, okay, so this is what I liked about One Notary. It was not a bunch of nickel and diming. Like everybody
right.
else was doing a bunch of nickel and diming. And I like the fact that it was a hybrid platform, one that you could, you know, bring your own customers on. Because like in the, I don't know if you guys have watched the Wills, Estates, and Trust class yet, but there's opportunity to build your own business with attorneys. So with Ron. So I said, you know what, let me find a platform that I can do that with. And this seemed to be the only one that didn't like completely break the bank. Let me see here.
Right.
Let me go to the notary section. Become an
Yeah, like no fees or anything. It's awesome.
right. Look at this. $0 to start.
Hmm.
And how does it work? Register. We handle all transaction costs, no monthly fees, no hidden fees. Earn $12. Now tell me about this. What is this after 50 notarizations? What is this all this business about?
Well, when I was looking at it originally, it was like $15 a notarization. And then if you got a certain number of notarizations, you moved up to the second level, which was like $17. And then once you got like 15 notarizations, it was like $18 per notarization. But now they're doing also loan signings, and they have a plan. I looked at it today just briefly. They have a plan that is like $25 a month, where they will, I guess, give you business.
Okay.
But you know, you do one loan signing, and that I think. I mean, I don't know how much. I don't know what their pay scale is now for notarizations or loan signings, but $25 isn't too bad if they're generating business for you.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and just pull the trigger and do this. And
Now, Kendra has an actual YouTube video where she actually goes through the whole process of, you know, the 4 states that can use it, how it works. I mean, she went in depth, because I remember watching that one, and that was one of the reasons why I decided that One Notary was what I was going to do, because it's that hybrid that you can bring your clients in.
Yes.
But the
Yes.
problem is that I don't have any clients yet, you know, and that's the hard part. When
Right.
you don't have clients. So, but
See-
you know, and do the employer stuff first with the
Right.
other ones. But with Texas, I guess we can only, and here, because I just got my remote online notarization, I just got my certification on Monday and just got signed off. So I haven't done anything yet. But my understanding is with Texas, when you use one platform, you have to use that platform. And then if you're going to use another one for whatever reason, you have to go in and somehow change that on your, I don't know if it's directly with the Secretary of State or something.
Yes,
And I
Secretary of
saw
State.
a video where they had like Laura Bewer, they had Phyllis on there, they had a bunch of other people, and I'm trying to find that YouTube video because I watched it, and it was all about Ron, and it was really, really good. When I find it, I'll put it in the chat so you can see it, because they talked about all that stuff. Because Florida, you can use all the platforms all the time. They don't care. Like, if you're signed up with all of them, you can upload that information and you bounce between them. And I don't know if Aretha, if she does that or how she does it, but I know that for Texas, you can only have one at a time. And I think that's something that kind of has me caught off guard, because I can't remember if I put One Notary or if I put Notarize down. And now I have to call Secretary of State to find out, because I don't know where to find that information.
Yeah, and I would think, according to that one video I saw, where they're like, well, you know, you can just go to Secretary of State's site and like change it. And I don't know if you can do that online or not, with you know, because it appeared to me originally that you like had to like send them a letter saying this is what I want. So I don't know. I wish it were easy, for
Right.
sure.
It's so confusing. That's the other thing about it. All this digital certificate and e-seal, like I get it now, but it just seems unnecessarily cumbersome.
Complicated.
Yeah.
And all the laws are changing so quickly because it's so new.
Right.
And I wish that they would, you know, get some get some whatever
Standardization going
standardization.
on.
Because
Right.
I think you know, you should be able to have multiple ROM platforms with a digital seal. I don't see, if Florida does it, why can't anyone else do it?
Right. It sounds like it may be a bit of a money game. It sounds like
That could be.
that, you know, the state may have a relationship with this third party for X number of years, and they just want you to, I don't know how that all works.
Yeah.
But okay, so how do I buy my digital certificate from Ident Trust?
Call them.
Oh, you gotta call them?
You can go directly to the website. It's the same
Okay.
thing if you do it through NNA. So if you do it through NNA, it literally tells you there's a certificate and it sends you over, and then you go on to Ident Trust and you fill out that certificate.
Okay,
You put your credit card information in there again, but they don't charge you.
got
So-
you. I could just do it here at the NNA.
Yeah, so the NNA says, oh, don't put your credit card in there, but the Ident Trust doesn't let you, well, it didn't let me go forward until I put the credit card in there, but I only had one charge. And
Okay,
then it goes through, and then that's when you have to do those crazy questions. Like, remember I told you I intentionally put the wrong ones in there, and so I wasn't sure if I was supposed to put the right one or the wrong one, but I passed it. There was 3 questions, and they give you some options. So if you can't answer 1 or 2 of them, you know, you can go through a couple of them, but there's 3 questions. And then I filled out that information, and they basically put all of the data that was from my NNA account into it. So there wasn't a whole lot for me to fill out. And when it came back, that's where I got confused, because it came back and you get an email, and then you have to download it and open it up. You can't open it from the
Yes.
email or from the browser. You have to open it from the browser. So you have to download it, then open it. And when you
Okay.
do that, it sends you to the encrypted email. And I
Right.
think, did they send me I think they send you a text or something, and you got to put a code in or something. I'm not sure, because I've done so much stuff. But anyways, once you get that done, then you have your certificate and your signature. And here's where I got confused because I didn't know what to do after that point. And basically I downloaded those two things into a folder and
Okay.
then put them on my, like I downloaded them also onto my desktop because I was scared that I was going to lose it or something.
Right.
And so I have it on my desktop. And now when I open Adobe and I went through and I had I had an electronic acknowledgement. So I just went through and I pulled it up on Adobe and I filled it out and then I used it and it actually gave the certification on there. And so that's where it tells me it's like it's encrypted and you can't change it. That's where it says, this is like it's done. So any changes after that, they'll know if anybody's messed with it. And that's what it does is it digitally locks that document. So no changes can be made. And if changes are made, then So that's what that security, that whole thing is about. The signature part, I don't actually understand it because it keeps doing the Adobe signature rather than the signature that I uploaded. So I don't know how that works. And
I was just
I'm
about to
having
ask.
problems.
I was just about to ask you guys before I check out. Where is the signature? Am I gonna just create my own digital signature and upload it?
You can, but for some reason I have one that's already on Adobe and it defaults to that. And it's just literally my printed name. It's not an actual signature.
Oh, wow.
You can actually
got
just
that
turn that.
Adobe
You can just
thing
turn
on
that
it.
off in your preferences.
Okay. Yeah, because I couldn't figure that out because I have one. What I did was basically just sign my name on a white piece of paper, put it through the copy.
In your tools where it says signature, you're basically just going to click it again to uncheck it.
So go into tools and then uncheck it.
Yeah, in the signature section, there'll be a place there where you can turn it off by unchecking, at least the version I have.
Yeah. Adobe's a little bit of an issue for me because my brother has the account. So I tried it and it puts his name in there with all the documents because it's the Adobe DC reader. And so basically I think I'm going to have to purchase the Adobe for myself because now I just have that free version and the free version doesn't let me modify anything.
Well, the online version is only $14.14 a month. So
yeah. So I'm just going to go ahead and get it myself then. That's just the easier way to do it.
And you can also just, do you have the free version online or is it the program?
It's the program. It's the free, like I downloaded it and it's free. And then it has that trial notification and stuff. So I think I just have to uninstall that. And because I had that from years ago, maybe a year ago.
I would just uninstall Clear Cache, reinstall. So then you can become owner.
Okay. Yeah. Because when I tried it with the other one, nothing I did, I couldn't change it. And I'm like, well, that's not going to work. So not with his name.
Good luck.
And I found that video too.
While you guys were figuring out the Adobe thing, I realized that I couldn't remember my password to the NNA website. So now, okay, perfect. So now I have that taken care of. Let's go back over here. Oh, now you want to remember it. And so I'm about to get my digital certificate and I'm about to get my digital certificate and e-seal from the NNA, which will do me just fine for right now. And so here's the crazy thing about me. Okay. I get the fact that yes, I don't have any business yet for the independent platform, but I am just crazy enough to know and think that when I get this, now that I'm spending money on it, I'm going to go and start to market to some attorneys. So I'm pretty confident that within at least 60 to 90 days, let's just say, okay, after I get this thing up and running with all the stuff that I need, that I'll be able to say, okay, look, I've got 2 or 3 attorneys because I'm going to be hyper focused on the attorney market because I think there's a lot of opportunity there for those attorneys, especially like the estates, because I'm really interested in the estate stuff. I'm really interested in the Ron stuff too. So I'll probably do a lot of, not solar panel people, but the contractors and stuff like that. So I think that I'll put that independent platform to use pretty in good fashion. And I don't care that people know where I live because I have a farm and I'm always telling people to come by. So that's not a big deal. I am a notary. Why do I have to tell them this? I'm not renewing. I'm not becoming. I'm mid-commission. There we go. 8/19. 2024. Uh-oh. Perfect. I verified that this information is correct. Continue. All right, that's me, that's me, that's me. Save, continue. Okay, this is the same. Okay, so this part I'm gonna hide because I don't want everybody seeing my credit card number. So let me put this off of the share while I put this part in there.
So this isn't your first notary commission?
Oh no, this is my first notary commission. What did I do wrong?
No, because I was looking at your expiration date, and mine expires a month before yours.
Oh, well, I don't know. In Tennessee, they do it for 4 years. Where are you at?
Yeah, I'm in Texas, and it's 4 years.
Is it 4 years there too?
Uh-huh.
That's cool.
Mine's August 22nd.
So how many August folks do we have on here for commission? Me, John, and Angie?
I'm
Yeah.
actually July.
Oh, you're July. Okay.
From August. But that'll be changing. I'll probably become April.
Right. Oh, billing
Yeah.
address is different. Let me do
But
that.
I get to keep my New York, so woohoo!
Nice. I know you're happy about that. I remember you saying that was gonna happen.
Kind of cool.
That's cool.
I come back to New York.
All right.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Monica, do you have a website, right?
Yep. Yes.
Okay, and how did you make your website? Did you do like a free website or?
No, I did it through GoDaddy, and I'll show you how easy and wonderful it is as soon as I get done doing this. That's a good thing to bring.
Okay, I actually started doing mine on GoDaddy, and it was like it started charging me once it got so far, and I was like, wait a minute, I thought it was supposed to be a free website.
Oh, okay. So I do have the one that I paid $29.99 or something like that a month. Something
What
like
is it
27.
for?
It's a e-marketing site so that I can add. We detected a potential issue with the address. Okay, you suggested address. Okay, that's fine.
It was kind of hard. A $14 fee for text message notifications.
They were gonna charge you what?
A $14 fee, $13.99 fee for text message notifications.
Oh no. I don't know about that. We'll go look at it. I love GoDaddy. I tell everybody it just makes my life easier. You know, I have 3 different businesses and I use all of them have a GoDaddy site. So because it's just easy. They just make it easy. But we'll look and see what's causing the
Yeah, I see Angie just posted. She said
you broke up
on that. Well, my side.
on mute.
But I was just thinking about that because I thought that they offered free websites, and I was trying to get a free website. I really didn't want to pay any money right now.
I'm sorry. I was yelling at my son to go get my notary bag out the car. So you thought it was a free website and then they started nickel and dime you, so you just kind of stopped. So what would be your plan B for a website if you don't use GoDaddy?
I see Angie is talking comments about she's popping up down here, and she's telling me that she has a witch when she said she was doing it to me.
Okay.
We can connect. I'll drop my email and stuff in the comments, and so we can look up.
Perfect. All right, you guys, you are my witnesses. I am one step closer to becoming Ron approved. So I got my digital certificate on the way and my e-notary seal. and my son is going outside to get my acknowledgement and my jurat. So I can't actually upload to One Notary tonight. I think I'm gonna have to wait till I get that back from, how long is that gonna take anyway? Thank you, son.
Hey, Monica.
I got mine within 24 hours.
Oh, thank you, son.
I got mine in 48 hours.
Okay.
And then after I got that, it was another 24 hours for me to get my seal from the NNA. And then after that, so that was Wednesday of last week during the middle of the storm.
Okay.
And then as soon as I got my seal, I applied to the state. I think I applied Thursday to the state, and within 5 minutes they had given me my commission.
Nice.
That's quick.
So I would say within 5 days, depending, of course we were in Texas, so everything was slow. I don't know what was happening with everything, but I applied for my thing on a Friday or Saturday before. So that may have been why it took a little longer, but you should have it within a few days.
Okay, cool. So let me ask you this. What are you guys doing for your e-journals? What is the deal? Are you guys depending on the company completely to secure and maintain your journal for your notarizations done on Ron, or what's the deal with that?
They have to do that. They have to maintain a record, but there's a way that you can copy them and move them to a hard drive. Like you can get a standalone hard drive, and so.
Yeah, because I'm big on wanting to keep I want a record for me. I
Right.
get that they're going to keep it, but if I get called into court, I don't want to have to call up One Notary and say, "Hey, One Notary, where's my stuff?" You know.
Well, they do have to keep that for a set amount of time, just like we have to keep it for a set amount of time.
Okay.
And me personally, I'm not. That's not going to be my main business, so I'm definitely just going to rely on them for now, just to see how it works out. I may change it later if necessary. But I think just starting out, it would just be a little easier until you kind of get the flow of things, and then moving on to whatever you need if it needs to change for you. But you should be able to, like John said, they should give you access to it where you can download it, on a daily, weekly, or monthly basis or whatever, and keep a record of it.
Okay. I think as a best practice, it sounds like I can do that at least at the beginning. And then, like you say, Sebastian, they do have to keep a record too, so it's not like a big deal. So, okay.
Yeah, and since you are a notary, they have to give you access as well to that for as long as they keep it. They have to give you that same access.
Got you. All right, so
I believe it's 10 years.
10 years.
10 years.
And that's crazy because when we were reading Notary Best Practices by Professor Closen, he said that most of the cases that he was, serving as an expert witness on were 10 years or more ago. So, okay, here we go. So for everybody that's going to be watching this, what I was going to do is start this One Notary process, because in my state in Tennessee, we do have the ability to do remote online notarizations. And after taking Aretha's class a couple of times and seeing a lot of people on YouTube having success with it, and realizing, after talking to that attorney or listening to the attorney teach us the other day, that there's opportunities outside of loan signings with Ron, I'm going to go ahead and put my hat in the game with the Ron. And then also with Notary Permit Runner, she's going to talk about Ron and Notary and permits tomorrow. So it just seems like it would be a good business move to go ahead and at least have this in place, like what Sebastian did, just to have it in place. And it doesn't break the bank, so I can afford to do this platform, even though they're not going to provide me necessarily with a lot of business up front. So, but let's head over to GoDaddy real quick, because I wanted to show, who was that I can't ever say I want to say the name right the first time, and I can't ever, and you tell me every time, is it Yaja?
Asia.
Why do I want to make it more than what it is? Asia, that's easy. I'm not going to forget it anymore. Okay, so Asia, I'm doing this GoDaddy thing for you. So let me log in. All right, there I am.
Monica, I have a question, maybe for Sebastian or whoever.
Go ahead, sure.
I've been doing the general notary work, and so I want to start signing up for the loan signing, the signing agents. But I know they said that it has to be secure, and so what would I need to add other than your regular virus, protection on your, that I already have? What is it I need to have to when I download the documents? Is there something else I need to purchase for security reasons?
There's nothing I can think of. You could try and use a VPN, but most places, as long as they have that little lock symbol in their website address, you should be pretty much secure.
Okay.
But it feels like a question that needs more explanation to it than I think I'm giving you. I'm not sure.
Okay, I just want to make sure. I didn't know if some other people were, buying some other kind of, encrypted stuff or something like that. I didn't know.
If you're just downloading, if you're downloading from the web, from the signing services website, they've already got a secure portal for you and you're downloading from their secure portal. Now, when you're uploading, if you're uploading to their secure portal, then you're fine. If you're sending it through the email or something like that, then you are possibly exposing that information to anybody else who might be on your traffic. But that's getting into what people can and can't see. That's a big, deep rabbit hole that we could probably spend two nights talking about.
Okay.
As far as security.
So I will be able to scan. So I didn't know. I just wanted to make sure that I'm ready when I start doing the signing up for the signing services.
For the most part, you should be okay.
Okay.
Yeah, if you want to really get into security, that's like I said, that's just a really deep rabbit hole to go down.
Okay, as long as I don't have to do anything extra, I just want to make sure I was doing what most people are doing.
I just wanted to let you know, like that YouTube that I was talking about that had all of those people from New York, Florida, Texas, all over the place. There's even a guy in there that does the lawyers. He does the powers of attorneys and wills, and he charges $150, and he does 4 in a day. And they were talking about everything from DocuSign, SignX, One Notary, Notary Live, and then like Phyllis does. I have no clue what she does, but she does some sort of like she's kind of mixed up together. So
Going here. There's some.
Hey, baby.
That's okay. All right. What video did you say that was again, Diana? Was it a TNT thing?
no, I put it in there, and it's I said this is the YouTube I was talking about, and I put the link in there.
Okay.
And that's it's Notary Light remote online notarization with Laura Bewer. Gotcha. And it's like an hour, and it's like an hour long, and she has multiple people on there from different states that talk about their services, that how they run their business with the RON programs and platforms.
Gotcha. Okay, awesome. All right, thanks, B. All right, so I've got that pulled up. So let me hop back over to the whatchamacallit, GoDaddy. So I can show Asia kind of, I mean, I know you're probably already gonna go with Wix because you're over GoDaddy, but just so for instance, say I wanted to change my marketing up, right? So already in about 5 seconds, I was able to come in here really easily and edit my site in preparation for the type of marketing that I'm about to start doing. So right here I have get your document notarization online. Instead, I'm going to use correct English and say notarized and hit done. And that's not correct English either. So let me go back and fix that. Spell it correctly. So I just, I'm a big fan of it being easy to navigate, and it looks professional, and I can do it without a whole bunch of stuff. And I'm sure Wix is probably the same way too. So this is just me being biased. Let's try this one more time. Let's add a D on there.
Yeah, see, I had started with Wix and I actually switched to GoDaddy. I have one that I was building on Wix and I decided to switch over to GoDaddy and it was easier to build it on GoDaddy.
Okay.
But I have a Wix. I still do have a Wix. I just have to finish building on it. And so when Andrew shows me, it's probably, that'll help me, that'll help me be able to work mine out the way I want to work mine out.
Right, right. So I'm gonna add 3 services that Notary Permit Runner as a service, remote online notarization as a service, and my idea that I have that I want to try with the community service program. So I want those 3 things to be added to my website. So what I'm going to do is just go and add some content boxes, and they just make it so easy. I only need 3, so I'm going to delete these other 3 right off the ripper, get those out of here. And so then once I get them all deleted, then I'll come up here and I'll say services offered. And here, I will come over here and I'll say Notary Permit Runner. And see, what's happening is your website's so important because it's the landing page for wherever you're sending them. So if you have an email campaign that you're planning, this link is in your email signature. So they're going to click this link and hopefully get to your website. Or if they're going to your LinkedIn, which they will do to check you out, this link, there needs to be a link from your LinkedIn to your website. So your website needs to be that one place that when everybody ends up here, they know exactly what it is that you're offering and how to get in contact with you. So I'll put Notary Permit Runner here, and then I'll go get some cool graphics and I'll upload them. Then I'll put remote online notarization here. And then here, I will put my community service program and have people be able to sign up. Remember, that's that little idea about the subscription, about having businesses subscribe. It's in beta. I don't even know if it's got any legs to it, but I believe that it will. I believe that, with the right marketing, I believe that the right couple of 2 or 3 hospitals will probably keep me busy, right?
I tell you, it is a good idea. I pitched it at my daughter's appointment.
Oh, talk to me. How did that go?
It went well, and I flipped the doctor. I asked for, because I wanted to meet her anyway because he was my dad's friend, and we just switched to a new pediatrician. And so I slipped her my card, and I talked to her. I asked for her specifically to talk to so I could meet her and stuff. And I asked her, we had a good conversation. She gave my daughter a shot. She was falling out everywhere. And, we had a good conversation. And afterwards, I asked, I said, do you ever need any notary work? And she said, yes, we need notary work all the time. I said, have you ever thought about a notary subscription where you get a notary to come out once a month or twice a month?
What?
And she was like, that might be a good idea. You might have me there. And I gave her my business card. And she was like, I will definitely call you. So I'm telling y'all, because see, I'm just starting out. I got my subscription, I got my commission in October. And I haven't really did anything, I've done a few, notarizations, just a few little things, nothing too big. And I wanted to get in the loan signing. And I have my wedding officiant, thing, all that stuff. But I want to see, where this goes, So yeah, I was excited about it. Thank you. Thank you.
I love that, Asia. I love that you went and you closed mouths don't get fed, folks. Hello.
Usually I am so shy about it. But guys, listen to this. So my friend, I was in a business venture with her before as a travel agent. So she does like all this other stuff. Like she has like she sells clothes and she's like a group called like the Yoni Corner. She feels like women's stuff, feminine hygiene type stuff, like things and stuff like that. And she was telling me, yeah, that's how you feel. She was telling me that on May 1st, she's gonna have bosses brunch, and she wants me to come. She wants me to be there. And she was like, so I have to go make flyers. I gotta get myself together.
Well, you are on the marketing. It sounds like, you got once you get over the nerves of talking to someone,
Yeah, that's
you,
what it is.
yeah, and you've done that. I mean, you were able to, in that, yeah, you were at a doctor's appointment, okay, but you still were like, you had presence of mind to ask her about that. And so that brings me to something else about this community service program, because what I don't want us to do is to cut ourselves too short. And the numbers that I was using in my little pretend analysis was like $30 and $60 and $90. But what I really think that we should sit down and do is figure out maybe if you have 0 to 50 employees, then this is your fee. And if you have 50 to 100 employees, or 50, you know what I mean? Maybe a fee schedule based on the number of potential employees. That way, you're not giving away the bank. It is a community service program, but you want your charge for your monthly visit to be commensurate with the potential flow that's going to come. So the more employees.
Elaborate on that. I hadn't heard anything about the community service program. What exactly are you talking about?
Oh, okay. Thanks, B. Okay. The community service program is just like this little idea that I had to try to find a way, because I'm thinking, okay, this Notary Nerds University is great for me from a subscription point of view, right? I've got notaries subscribing to learn. I said, well, how can I get the notaries to develop a subscription model for their business? So that was the impetus for the thought. That's where the thought came from. And then once it came, I said, wait a minute, what if we designed a community service program that would be just for certain businesses, preferably businesses with a large amount of people. So your apartment complexes, a hospital, we have like a Nissan plant here, so a big plant or something like that, places that would typically need a notary. And how it would work is you would do your marketing to these specific businesses, and they would subscribe to have you come out either once a month, bi-weekly, 3 times a month, or every week, even if their need was that significant. And the pricing would depend on how often you came. So if it was once a month, let's say it was $30, twice a month, 60, 90, 100, whatever the case, right? But what they are doing is they're subscribing every single month. They're paying that amount, and you're going out, and it's community service. So what you're doing is you're just getting that subscription fee, but the day that you're there conducting the notarizations, you're not charging any of their employees or their tenants or their staff or anybody. You're there for a finite period of time from 11 to 1. You're not there all day long, but the subscription, what that does is it gives the notary a predictable stream of income. It's not going to make you rich, but it's going to give you an opportunity to market your business without having to pay to market. So you're technically getting paid by the business, and all of the people who you will be doing notarizations for are going to get your card. So you're going to be doing that level of marketing. And if you're really good at, like what Asia did, talking to people, then you might really be able to pay the mortgage with the subscriptions if you get enough of them going, right? It's just a matter of how you want your business model to look. And I happen to be a big fan of the subscription model and am implementing it across all 3 of my businesses. Every business can have a subscription model, and I just couldn't figure it out with the notary until that came to be. And every one of us, as a notary public, you sign up as a public official, you have that DNA segment in you that wants to give, that wants to do, wants to make sure you kind of got that service thing going anyway, just because you signed up to be a notary. Some of us signed up just for the business opportunity, but even those of us that did that, you still have that thing in you that you kind of are like being of service in some way. So this program gets to brand you in that way. You're providing a service to the hospital. So the doctors and nurses that need stuff notarized don't have to run around. The businesses that have in-house notaries that may, they may object to the community service program. They may say, you know what, well, we've got a notary on staff and we don't need you. And what you'll let them know, your comeback to that is, well, with employee notaries, they can be great, but they can also expose you to liability. With me being an outside and objective notary, you wouldn't have that problem. And then you just leave it alone. It's not something that you
Ooh,
want.
that's good.
Right. You don't want to hard sell people on this. I'm doing you guys a favor by making it convenient for your staff. To the leasing manager, this is another perk that you can offer to your tenants and let them know that I'm here once a month. And the thing that's going to inevitably happen is that say the leasing manager signed you up to come out once a month and they've got 500 apartments and you're only coming out once a Saturday, from 11 to 1, and you're bringing cookies and you got lollipops for the kids and, maybe a couple of people show up. Well, inevitably somebody's going to call and say, hey, do you know where I can get something notarized? I remember y'all sent out an email. We've got somebody that can do that. How does this work? And they'll say, well, Susie's going to be here on Saturday between 11 and 1, and you can come and get it done then. Well, they're going to say, I can't, I've got to have this done first thing in the morning. Can I get Susie's number? So inevitably, by your name being the contact person on a magnet, preferably at the human resources or the leasing managers or the hospital administrators file cabinet, right? When somebody has a need, they're just going to call you outside of that time, and then you charge your regular fees, right? So that's kind of the community service program in a nutshell.
Okay, that makes sense. I mean, I saw your video when you were talking about the subscription base, the really short one that you put up on YouTube. And when you said that, I was like, huh. And then I watched that video with the Ron and the guy that does all of these lawyers, and I forget where he's based out of, but all his lawyers are in California, and he got one, and then it just kind of word of mouth, he got several. So he does several Rons for wills and powers of attorney and that kind of stuff. And he does, 4 to 5 a day, takes him half a day, and he's made, several $100s. And I was thinking, if I could get a lawyer to commit, and say, hey, for 500, I'll give you 5 notarizations a month. There's no load over, if you don't use them, you lose them, kind of thing. And then every month, you've got at least, 500 a month coming in from that individual.
I love that, B. That's another way that you can do this in a subscription form. I absolutely love it. And to an attorney that's doing a volume number of those, that would be enticing. So you guys, we are slowly but surely disrupting with this thought process that we're having with the subscription thing from the notary side of the table. So keep those juices flowing. Angie, what happened to your hand? You had it up.
I wasn't sure if it was time to talk about it, but I had an interesting event happen today, or offer today.
Oh, okay, go
that
ahead.
I couldn't take. So discovered we got offered to do $55 to go witness a bank box being opened. That's it.
A bank. I saw that somewhere. I've only heard about that. So that's a real.
So here's the deal: the bank notaries cannot notarize because they're biased. It's considered that whole conflict of interest. So they have to bring somebody from the outside to do it. $55, dude, for it would have been 5 minutes standing watching a box be open.
How often do those come up, I wonder?
I don't know, but that was from a loan signing platform. That wasn't even that's general notary work.
Okay.
So if I was getting $55 offer from the platform, imagine what it would be straight out. So my point is, put your names in the local banks that have the vaults, because nobody on the bank can be the notary, even though if they are notaries. If they're with the bank, they can't do it.
Now,
Okay,
see,
because it's a conflict of interest. Yeah.
Exactly. So they have to bring somebody from the outside.
So
Okay.
would that require a notarization? You'd be notarizing,
Yes.
witnessing
You're-
at one time?
No, you're a witness. You're just
Just a-
witnessing.
Just a witness, not
Just
notarizing.
a witness.
anything.
They can't have, they can do their side, but then the other side, the person's side, they have to bring somebody, the notary in and their own witnesses in.
Guess what I just added to my website?
Witness,
Oh my
can I get a witness?
And I
$55 just to stand there.
what is it called again? Bank deposit box? Safe deposit witness?
Yeah, the safety deposit box. Look at her
And
go.
there we have it. I'll go add the graphics.
Well, and you could do notary too, though. Like you could be either. May not be able to be both. You can't be both, but you could be either.
This is true. So
Because you remember they're gonna have two notary. They can't use their notary.
but when you're doing the safe deposit box witness, you can't serve as the witness and the notary on that side.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Right.
But so what I'm saying is you can be the witness or the notary
Okay. So
for the customer side.
I see what you're saying. So from a website marketing point of view, I'm a notary by default, so I wouldn't necessarily want to add an additional block for just notary here. So I would just leave it like safe. Is that what you were saying? Add notary as another.
Like I would put safety deposit box witness or notary.
Okay, but don't they get that I'm a notary already when they come here and they see all this? No.
But they might not know, oh, do I need to bring a notary? And they do. They have to bring an outside notary.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, fair enough. All right, so this is why I love GoDaddy. Okay, so then I'll come in here and I'll replace all these pictures with pictures that make sense and match up with the subject that I'm talking about. And the thing is, you guys, with all of these things that we're talking about, they're gonna all be for naught unless you have some type of a solid plan of marketing. And marketing, let's just kind of revisit marketing. There was a very good NNA video from two gentlemen that started an escrow company, started a signing service. They came out of the escrow title company world. And it was probably about an hour-long video, really good video, NNA, I think it was just search marketing your notary business or something, NNA. But what they reminded me of is that Coca-Cola spends billions of dollars in marketing and advertising. On the commercials that we see, they never ask us for anything. The only thing that they do is remind us how refreshing it is to drink a Coca-Cola, how happy we will be when we're drinking a Coca-Cola, right? They don't tell us that the Coca-Cola is going to be 50 cents or $1, or that we can get it at our nearest, or we can get it at our nearest vending machine. They don't do all that. Marketing is a function of top of mindness. The only thing that you need to be doing if you're sending out a big old price list of all your people, have so many messages coming at them from Facebook to billboards to emails and all of this buy. Your marketing is going to make or break all of this knowledge that you're ingesting. Okay, I can't tell you enough how important this is once you're starting to hone in, kind of like me. I'm starting to hone in now because, like Diana, I am studying before I am flying. Right? I got in it. I realized I didn't want to do loan signings. Okay, not the traditional driving an hour back and forth, dogs humping my leg, guns being pulled, signing on and outside in the garage. That did not appeal to me. Waiting for 2 weeks or 30 days to get paid. None of that appealed to me after I spent all the money to do it, right? So then it's dawned upon me that general notary work, because Google said, hey, 1,500 and some odd people searched the term notary near me. And I'm like, 1,500? Because at first I thought I was way beyond or too good to do general notary work. When I got in this business, I'm gonna tell you my whole goal was to not do traditional loan signings. I wanted to go straight to commercial, and I wanted to do reverse mortgages. And I wanted to do those two because I had been in enough notary groups to know that nobody was wanting to do reverse. And having been a small business owner for the last 10 years, I knew that focusing on the stuff that no one else wanted was going to be my sweet spot. So that was the whole thing. And I said, there's no way I'm doing general notary work. $25? Oh, give me a break. Okay. Well, I came down off of my high horse when I got that email from Google, and I multiplied 1,500 people by $25. And I said to myself, I'm leaving money on the table. Even if I didn't get all 1,500 of those people, a percentage of them at $25 was still decent money. Car note money, light bill money, whatever the case. So I said, well, let me look at this general notary work thing a little bit more closely. So yes, I'm going to probably do loan signings, but I'm not going to do them traditional. I'm going to be like what Aretha does, just strictly online, if anything. I'm not driving an hour. I'm not looking for no FedEx drop boxes. I'm not doing that. My friend Quentin, he's doing it and he's making great money. No, it's not for everybody. And the people that it's for, they do really, really well at it. It's just not going to be for me. Since it's not going to be for me, then I need to figure out what is. But when I figure that out, I need to be good at marketing. Because if I take all the classes in the world and I don't know how to market, then I'm just out of the water. So let's talk about marketing. Okay. So what are you guys?
It was 1907.
What
yeah.
Who is that?
Didn't go to the hospital. He didn't.
Okay. What are you doing? First, let's go around the room. This is what we're going to do. 2 questions. Okay. One is one focus one area of business you're going to focus on. And the second question is what mode of marketing are you going to do? One mode of marketing. If you got more than one, that's fine, but you need to at least have one. And a mode of marketing can be email. It can be direct mail. It can be social media marketing using Facebook ads, targeted ads. Okay. So we're going to go around the room and we're going to start just real quick. Let's not be too long-winded. Let's go around the room and let's name one thing that we're going to be focusing on business-wise, and then how we're marketing. Actually, let's add a third thing. So you're going to have 3. Who is your target audience? Target audience, a line of business, marketing method. John, you're up.
Well, I don't know a lot of the answers to these questions, but I think that I would like to do reverse mortgages.
Okay.
And other than that, I really don't know.
Okay, fair enough.
Got to start somewhere, right?
That's right. I'll give you a couple of I guess tips. Email marketing is going to be your friend. Okay, and the target branch managers at the places that are closing your reverse mortgages. And you're in Notary Nerds University, right?
Yes.
Okay. Have you taken the direct marketing for reverse mortgage course yet?
I have not.
Okay. That's your new best friend, because I show you how to find out who is actually closing the reverse mortgages in your market and how to get their contact information. So you're already in the right spot. Good job. Kayla, you're welcome. Kayla, what 3 things? Line of business, marketing method, and target audience.
Line of business, I'm doing direct escrow.
Okay.
Marketing, I am actually, what I had told you all about before, I'm still networking with the national, with the free business, online business groups where you just go in and pitch. So I actually have a coffee on Friday with a mortgage originator. Next week, I got a coffee date with one here in Clarksville. So I've been doing that. As far as my target audience, that's escrow, a lot of business again, and networking, just going in those events and just introducing myself. I mean, though it's kind of funny because I've not done a loan signing yet. I just finished Notary Pro, but hey, baby working. So that's what I've been doing.
You got the best training under your belt for what your line of business and your target audience. Carol Ray is gonna everything, and then having her on speed dial is invaluable. And
her and business, so I've been just using that, and that's why I was just telling everybody, whatever you want to do, because there's been lawyers in those groups, like everything we want to do, general, the people are there, and it's so funny because it's all on people they know. And they're like, the lunch I got on Friday, it was just this lady that was like, oh, well, my friend needs mobile notaries, so I'm gonna do a lunch. So just come up here to Nashville and we'll have lunch on Friday and I'll introduce you to them. So that's why I said, it's just, they're free, guys, just events, Facebook, networking, and go do it.
I'm going to add that to my repertoire because that's one piece of marketing I don't do is those in-person networking events. So thank you, Kayla. Angie.
And they're all Zoom right now, so you don't even got to be there face to face, but it'll get you to the face to face. So
Right.
start there. Especially you're in Murfreesboro. Y'all got a lot of stuff going on, girl.
I know. You're right. I need to plug into that.
And when all of you are ready to do in-person networking, I got a system that works.
I can't wait. So what are your 3 things?
General notary, direct, and more of the elders.
So general notary work for the elderly community. So are we talking like a group, assisted living facilities and that type of thing?
There's a variety, but because looking Virginia, even though there's like a ton of young people, I've noticed a lot of the group stuff that happens is more like the older crowd.
Okay.
So there's a couple of women's groups. There's one that does a lot of community work, charity and stuff,
right.
Outreach, that sort of thing. But they're all like older. It's like Southern biddies.
Right.
And then there's another one that's more the mature crowd. So like 40 and up.
Okay. So what line of marketing are you going to be doing to this audience?
Direct. Direct.
Okay.
Call, Facebook, email.
Gotcha.
That sort of thing.
Cool. B? Line of business?
Yeah, I'm still not sure yet. I know that I want to do Ron. So that idea that, again, when I saw that video, that idea about having a subscription with the lawyers so that it's powers of attorney, trusts, wills, things like that. So that's kind of where I want to be. I want to make sure that I've got some guaranteed income.
Yeah.
But I also want to do like some of that general notary work, even if it's, $5 a pop, just so that I can, kind of keep my toes in the water everywhere. And I guess the method that I'm going to be looking at is, I do have a course that I had purchased and like right before I started doing all this stuff about Facebook ads. It was actually for writing because I'm also a writer, but I'm going to use that. I'm going to take that class and start working on the Facebook ads. And I do little like videos already. Some like these, I've made a couple of little videos and things like that for my friends' books. So I'm going to parlay that into like Facebook ads and have the video and everything set up that way. That's my idea. And just like attorneys and people that want Rons and stuff, and I figure that out.
Love that. And something that hit my spirit when you said that you were a writer is the blogs.
Yes.
SEO. So if you have a website, friendly website, a website that has a blog capability, or if you're able to start a blog, so when people do a Google search, especially maybe targeted to seems like you're going to be targeting attorneys, writing articles in their space that would.
And I've got the website, and I know I hate doing it, but I know how to set up my own like website the way I want to. Okay. And I do have another blog, and it's in a completely different thing, and it's got like 40 something articles, and I'm just letting it sit there and marinate and do whatever it's going to do. But that's I want to make sure that my website is up. I'm doing it on my own. So I have a tendency to do that kind of stuff, but yeah.
Love it.
Next person.
Love it. All right, Diana. I know you're still kind of thinking about what you're going to do, but where are you leaning?
Well, you've got me spinning, because every week you've got me chasing something new. So I haven't decided, but whatever it is, it's going to be direct. Right. When I thought I was going to chase loan signings, I hit LinkedIn hard, and I built 500 connections in 3 weeks, reaching out to, like you know, I tried to reach decision maker types, and I had several respond to me and say, hey, send your name to so-and-so. She's the one that hires all the notaries in our firm. So when I'm ready, I didn't pitch. But one person was asking me, you know, so what's your experience? Because yeah, we need people. And I said, well, I mean, honestly, I'm not ready to head out yet. I'm still finishing up my studies. And when I have full, you know, confidence in what I'm doing, I'll certainly be reaching back out to you. I'm not going to say, yeah, I'm ready to go. If these are going to be direct clients, I'm going to be good. I'm going to go practice on signing agency clients first.
Right.
So everything I'm going to do is going to be direct. I'm going to go to attorneys direct, hospitals direct, be popping in. You know, a lot of people don't pay attention to emails. So you have to be a pretty good writer and know how to write, you know, an attention line that's grabbing. And, you know, there's a real art to that. And I can work on that, but, you know, I'll at least go to things that are close to me and pop into places and figure out, you know, who hires these people, who keeps the list. I also have a lot of connections like in the nursing home industry, but I really hate them. And I'm not going back in there, but I will go to higher end assisted living and senior centers. You know, it's not exactly a mecca, you know, where I live. It's not warm, but, you know, for the ones that are here, I bet you they need somebody. So everything I'm going to do is going to be very methodical and research. And, you know, construction season's about to kick off. My head's spinning over all the possibilities in that. So what I really want to learn also is like in what order do they even get the permits for construction? You know, like how far out do they get the permit?
Right.
Because I can just drive through the city and find construction sites everywhere. I can walk right in there and, you know, speak to who's ever managing the site and say, who does this for you? Here's my card, or tell me the name of who does it. I'm going to call them.
Right.
So I think there's a lot of footwork still to do, but eventually I'm going to have to push myself out there and practice on somebody.
Yeah. It sounds like you got a nice plan formulating. And I love the fact that your marketing is going to be very much relational, because you're going to be physically going to these places and putting a face. You guys, and Kayla's doing it too. B2B, belly to belly, is the best kind of marketing you can do. Get from behind the computer, get off of Facebook, get out if you can. If you can do that, there is not any money that you can spend that's going to have a better impact than that face-to-face, ever. Okay?
That's some bumping uglies.
Bumping uglies, that's it. That is the best thing, because you're going to be able to pick up on a commonality, be it the same car you're driving or whatever. You guys are going to be able to connect on a human level, and people are not going to do business with you unless they what? 3 things: know you, like you, and trust you, right? Those 3 things. So good job, Diana. Okay, Raquel can't come off of mute, but she sent her, okay, she wanted to get her profile in place first, and then she's interested in it all, okay? And she wants to just learn and network. So, okay, Raquel, I'm gonna challenge you to kind of chisel that a little bit, and figure out, because you got to kind of get targeted at some point. Something's tickling your fancy. It may be general notary work, it may be loan signings, but kind of figure out what it is. And even if it's general notary work, maybe there's some specific area. So I just encourage you to kind of, you know, use the days ahead to kind of zone in on something. Let's see here. Candy is next. Candy, what is the one line of business that you know that you want to focus on, your target audience, and what was the other one, y'all? Line of business, target audience, and marketing method. No? Okay. Let's go to Sebastian.
Hey, hey.
Hey, hey.
I'm doing general notary work as a Ron. I signed up for One Notary, so I want to market generally to the general public. And then I'm not sure what else. So we'll see how it works out.
All right, cool. What marketing method would you use to get the general notary work that you want to know about you? How would you tell them about you?
Actually, I need to rebuild my website. So I'm actually thinking about taking Angie's advice and just going with the Wix site for now.
Okay.
I might redo my GoDaddy, but it's not in the budget right now. Even though it's cheap, it's just not in the budget.
Gotcha. And so how's everything going with you, Sebastian? I didn't do my check-in with you. Is everything going good?
Things have changed.
Okay.
Actually, I start a job Monday as an online notary with a mortgage company doing hybrid signings.
Right.
I'll be doing the front end where I get all the documents that aren't notarized, prepped and ready, and talking with the customer to get them to sign those. And then the notary will show up later on with the actual notarized documents to get them to sign in person. And since I got my RON, I can now do both sides. So I'm going to let them know that. And hopefully that'll open up some more opportunities there.
Nice. I think I just got all kind of good vibes feeling about that whole situation. So that starts on Monday?
Yes.
Congratulations. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Miss Deborah, what are your 3 things? Line of business, how are you going to market to them, and who is your target audience?
Right now, I've just been doing general notary work. But one thing that I've been thinking about, because I did do that Law Bureau Presents, so I am going to market the, because I live in the Rivergate areas close to Hendersonville, so there's a lot of retirement homes and things like that. So I'm going to concentrate on the medical part, is one piece. And what I did was I ordered some of those. I got an email from Zazzle, so I ordered some of those 3x4 cards. And, I put my services on, and I did 2 different ones. I put my service on one and then another one with my picture and a couple of services. So I've got those coming in. So I'm just going to, in a week or 2, when it warms up a little bit, I'm just going to go to a couple of these places and let them know I'm available. But I have a question, because I did my Google My Business. How long does it take? It said my business has been verified, but it's being in quality review. How long does that last?
Girl, I'm telling you, that is the bane of I got verified twice, and now they have unverified me again. When it comes to that, it's one of those things. I don't know who has the answers on that, because there's no rhyme or reason to it. I would just recommend calling. Did you get the little card with your number on it? There should have been.
Yeah, and so I verified it. They said it's been verified, but they doing.
Angie has some. Angie has her hand
Yeah.
up.
So did you tie a website to your your business page?
No, because I didn't have one at the time, and I still don't. And I have to work on.
Okay. Is there anything on?
I can do one through them. They said it's free, but it's not really free. It's $30 a year, I think.
But you didn't plug in a web address?
No, I didn't have one.
Okay. Well, that's a bonus. And then your email is a what? Gmail or?
Yes, it's a Gmail.
Okay. So go back into the My Business platform, and at the very top, look and see if it says accept changes or something like that. And accept it. For those of you with websites, it can be tricky. Can be rejected because of the web address and may not tell you. And you have to get this little code from Google My Business and plug that code into the DNR of, is it DNR, DN something, of your place that owns the domain.
Okay. Yeah, I did get that verification card. So it said that it's been verified and they're just doing the review. And it's telling me I can go and post photos and stuff like that. And when
it usually takes about 2-3 days.
When I go to the notary near me, I see my name.
Well, that's because you're looking at it. You're logged in.
Oh, okay.
But it takes about 2 to 3 days. But if you're getting rejected, it's most likely that website issue.
No, I didn't get rejected. It said that.
No, I know. Monica said she got rejected.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's telling me.
So it's.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It was saying.
So go to your info tab. the Google My Business, not the help. Go to my Google My Business, then go to info.
Okay.
Okay, so I don't see a red here. Suspended. List is for quality issues. Oh, go back. Okay. So the web address, Monica, did you plug in the code into your into your GoDaddy?
No.
Okay, I would do that.
Where would I put the code?
So open your GoDaddy.
Okay.
You'll get a code. You have to find the code in Google Business and then go to GoDaddy and log into your account and go to the domain.
Oh, okay, I got you. It would be, so when I get the code, I will have to go not through my website, but actually to the domain itself.
Correct.
And then, okay, so
Now go to My Products. And then, okay, which one is it tied to?
complete signings.
Go up to the top, beside at the top.
No, that's
So,
not the domain. That's the website. So let me go down to the domains. Hold on just a second.
okay.
That much I do know. This is the domains, and they're down here.
Okay. So go to DNS.
Right here.
To the DNS. And go down and see where the ad, oops, stop. See where it says ad. And you're going to make that text. I'm sorry, you're going to make that an A. And then you're going to plug in the code that you get in the second part. And you'll have another thing for the front one. It'll tell you, I can't remember. And then you're going to change the TTL to custom. And then go as long as it may, I think it lets you go 2 weeks. And that's a way for it to like ping against it, but that's what I had to do because it kept rejecting mine after getting approved, and it was because of that.
You are so smart. I
had to do some digging.
I would never have known to do this. Like,
yeah, so you have to plug in this little thing.
Okay.
And actually, if I can share, I can show you on mine.
Let me see here.
I gotta log in first.
Okay, well, while you're doing that, let me go and finish around the room real quick.
That's fine.
So everybody can get their stuff in. Who did we leave off with?
Deborah.
Deborah, we need to find out from you, your target audience. You said general notary work, and you mentioned, marketing. And one thing that Deborah mentioned that everybody else really needs to listen to is if you're going to be direct marketing, you need to have a piece. You need to have a leave behind. You need to order a bunch of stuff that has your stuff on it. Like Deborah was talking about, she's got one for this and one for that. If you're going direct, like Kayla and Diana and all you guys that are going to be showing up someplace, you need to have something to hand to your potential client. But Deborah, who is your target audience that you're going to be focusing on?
I'm going to start off with the, like I said, I'm in an area where there's several retirement homes and the hospitals. Because I've gotten a little general notary work for, like a will, but only one. And so that's where I'm going to start because they just built a new one in Hendersonville. It's several out there.
I saw that one up. It's huge too.
I'm in an area where, I'm 15 minutes from several, Hermitage. I'm 15 minutes from Hermitage. I'm close. I'm 15 minutes from Nashville, North Nashville, South Nashville, everywhere. So, I don't want to go too far, but like I said, I think that's where I start. I am going to do the Ron because even if I don't do anything now, I just want to get it so that I have it and I have that date. Say, hey, then that way. It looked like I've had it for a while. I've been doing something, but maybe not doing anything just yet because I don't really know what to do yet with the Ron, but I do want to get certified.
Right. Sounds like you got a nice plan. Asia, you're next.
Okay, so I guess right now I'm gonna focus on my general notary work because I did market to the doctor's office. So I do have a few areas near me that I feel like I would like to market to, like some nursing homes, some daycares, because I used to work at a daycare. It's right up the street from me. And so I'm gonna go up there and talk to them. Um,
What was that again?
I
I
did,
couldn't hear you. Say that one more time. It was kind of muffled. I couldn't understand what you were saying.
I was saying that I have a daycare up the street. I used to work there.
Okay.
I- So I'm gonna try to network with them and try to see if they need anything notarized or, they need any, any type of work. Um, I did want to get into signings. Like that was one of the main things that I ended up getting into, well, wanted to get into when I first came on notary. But listening to you guys, it's kind of changed my perspective on things. So I'm not quite sure where I will go. I do know I do want to experience doing signings
Right.
just so I can get out there. But then I'm kind of nervous because I'm subscribed to like a bunch of YouTubers, and one of my main YouTubers he actually caught COVID doing signing. Yeah. And so yeah, like he's really strict about that now. Like he screens the people before he does the signings with them, before he comes out there, before you call, to confirm. So uh yeah. And see,
Okay.
I wouldn't want to risk that personally because I have a lot of kids.
Well,
So
the daycare, I love the daycare thing, and I want you, like everyone else, to think in terms of volume. So those of you who said you're going to be interested in like group homes or daycares, find a whole bunch of daycares, group homes. Find a
yeah,
whole bunch. Get you a list going of those daycares, the one up that used to work, the one that you used to work for, and challenge yourself to put 40 others on that list, right? So that you'll have
yeah,
enough people when you start your marketing to be able to market to,
yeah.
right?
It's a strip of daycares. Like now, like I live like off of a highway. And it's like about 4 or 5 down there. And then my daughter's in school, and I also like I was in the band, so I'm thinking about networking like with my high school band director because they sometimes need people to notarize if they would. I guess that kind of depends if they go back to traveling and stuff because I know that a lot of times the bands weren't traveling as much. But
Got you.
we always had a notary. Yeah,
Awesome. Make sure you start researching something, either a 5x7 postcard or a business card size magnet or something, because it sounds like you're going to be doing some direct marketing too. And you want something in your hand that you can be able to go. So begin to formulate your
yeah,
marketing piece around those people who you plan on marketing to. So you sound like you got a good plan, but now you need to start to put together the pieces so you can execute it. Getting your list together is the first thing, and then getting your marketing piece together is the second thing. So good job. Asia, did we already go to you, Asia, or no?
yeah. I'm the one talking.
Oh, okay, my bad. I'm sorry. Kayla. We already went to Kayla. We already went to Diana. I'm sorry. When Angie shared her screen, it threw me off because everything went back to the side of my screen. Who haven't we heard from? Candy, are you there yet? Okay. How about Stephanie? How about Narisa?
Hey, Monica. Hey, Monica. It's
Hey,
Stephanie.
there she is. Three things. What line of business, notary work, are you focusing on? Target audience, and how are you going to market to them?
Oh, okay. So my internet is spotty. I just got a message that's unstable, of
Okay.
course. So I'm trying not to cut on and off, but I am new to the group. I just sent a message. I'm new to New Nerds University. This is probably my third week.
Yay.
And And yes, I just passed my California notary exam. I just got my notice that I passed a week ago today. So I'm just like completely new to all of this, but I got in to do the loan signing agent because I had heard so much about it and it was just all over everything. And it was very interesting to me. And it's like you said, I am a person that has always been of service. And so it seemed like a way, to give back and to help and to teach and all of that. And so, I mean, I am just learning so much. I'm so grateful to be a part of this community and just learning from you all. I'm taking notes all over the place, all different books and notebooks and pieces of paper and stuff every time I'm watching something or hear something.
You are in that mode.
So,
well, welcome.
yeah.
And one thing I want to encourage you is don't, what is it called? Analysis paralysis. Not that you're there yet, but general notary work, Google My Business. I tell everyone, just so that you can get your stamp hopping. You've passed the exam. Have you gotten your stamp? Have you gotten your acknowledgments and your jurats? Do you have your equipment to be able to do a notarization?
No, I haven't started any of that yet. I've got list. I've got an Amazon cart, but I just haven't pressed buy yet.
Okay, well, press buy.
Okay.
And it's going to take you a week or so to get those things, right? And during that week,
right.
set up your Google My Business, okay? And
I've got to get my fingerprints. I can't find any place that's open.
Really?
That does it. Yeah, it's really hard to find a service around here. So I'm researching that, but in the meantime, yes.
Okay.
I'm still.
You should be able to get your fingerprints done at the police station.
Police station, maybe?
Oh, yeah. That's a good idea.
That's like a common spot to do it is police station.
Oh, wow. That wasn't on any of the lists. That makes it.
Oh my goodness.
That makes
Yeah,
perfect sense.
most of the police stations will have a day where they do public fingerprinting.
Right. And you know what?
Thank you.
I'm being like an eagle. And you know how eagles, not that you need this, but that's just what I'm doing just because I hear it in a lot of new notaries, because you got all these classes and things and you're going to be on YouTube and you're going to be learning. And the biggest asset we have is our time. So you're ahead of the game already, I think, by you doing all of this study and getting everything in order. But you also want to go ahead and get your stamp hopping. Even though you're going into loan signings, you want to get your presence so that when somebody searches notary near me, you're able to start doing some little stuff right there in your backyard for $40 or $10 or whatever the case may be, just to get your confidence going. That's what I did, and that's just kind of what I tell people. But Google My Business is the way that that's going to happen because people are searching for notaries, and you'll get hopping quicker if you go ahead and do that while you're learning. So, but thank you for being here, and I am so excited.
Thank you.
Congratulations again. And Narita,
thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Hello. My area of focus is run. Just after the run training and listening and hearing run for the past probably about 2 or 3 weeks, then I feel like now is a great time to get in on run.
Right.
So I already have all my stuff and I just need to get working. I'm trying to get my LinkedIn and email signatures and all of that stuff set up and website. So I'm gonna market, I guess, like title companies directly at some point, and network with other realtors for opportunities to get in on the ground floor.
Nice, love it. And Vanessa.
I'm still trying to do the fingerprinting thing. But I have 2 things that I'm going to try. One, I'm going to try doing ads on Google for it. The other thing is I'm going to have a conversation with my CPA because, I mean, he's been my CPA for over 10 years. and I believe they have to get their fingerprints done. So I'm gonna start with him and have a conversation and see how that goes.
Okay. The CP, I'm sorry, I was trying to read the chat. Angie was telling me something about the code. And then, okay, so the CPA is going to be a great connection. He's your CPA. So he already knows you. So you've already got one of the three things that is needed. He probably likes you too. And you probably already have a little bit of the trust. So once you begin to market your Ron services to him and let him know that he can share that with his network, maybe give a little bit of incentive to him to be able to do that. It's always nice to, kind of create kind of a partnership, because his network is probably vast, full of other professionals like himself. So, maybe you can give him free notarizations. I don't know if that's, I don't know. Am I skating on the line there of?
Not for notarizations. I want to go to him for fingerprinting.
Oh, why do I keep wanting to put you? Okay, fingerprint. Okay, I got you. So did you decide, are you going to make the investment in the live scan machine?
I don't think I'm going to do that right away.
Okay, just the cards.
Just the cards.
Okay, cool. All right, Angie. So Angie's keeping me up on this code thing. And then thank you very much, Vanessa. Okay, so it looks like all I'll have to do is plug it in, then delete it. I'm just going to get back with you once they send the card, because I'm not going to remember this. Let me save the chat.
No, that was for the credit cards. For the last person said she was going to do Google Ads.
Oh, okay.
Be careful when you're plugging in a credit card, because you can't remove it and it will use it across the entire Google platform, not just ads. So like if you go to buy a app for your phone, it'll use that same credit card you plug in. You can't delete the credit card. You can only exchange it for a new one. So if you're going to put a credit card in, do a prepaid credit card, like a Visa gift card or something. Use that instead of your actual credit card. I actually had this huge argument with them in email to remove my credit card. Thankfully, it expired out and they couldn't use it anyway. But I was livid when I discovered it was being accidentally used, quote unquote, across the entire Google platform.
Wow. I didn't know that. That was a golden nugget, because
so be very careful.
Angie, do you know, does that have anything to do with a Google Pay? Like if you have
everything Google. Whatever card you use for Google Ads, it is locked in unless you replace it with a different credit card, and that number will be used across the entire Google platform, whatever it is, whether it's Google Pay, Google Apps, whatever you use in Google to pay money through Google, it will use that credit card.
Oh no.
I'm so glad you told me that.
Yeah, it took me a good month back and forth, because it's like, that's a violation of our consumer rights.
Right.
It's illegal, and they still do it. It's illegal. So thankfully that bank account, I leave the card still plugged in. It's still on my Google apps, my Google ad from like several years ago. And that account is closed anyway, so it doesn't even matter anymore, but just don't use your credit cards.
Did the ads work?
Did what?
Did the Google ads work?
Yeah, it's too rich for my blood to make a difference.
That I'll concur. When I was doing the general notary work, I was business builder at the beginning. Like when I was trying to, find general notary work for some other notaries, I spent more money than I was planning on.
Facebook is better. Facebook is better that way than Google ads. That's why they try and entice you with all these $100 coupons for Google ads. Use it now, because they're expensive. Like it's kind of like Thumbtack. It's vague. It's vague spending.
Very vague. And the experts, when you go to like a Thumbtack or search for a Google Ads expert, they start at like $200 an hour, because the algorithm and the science behind setting up your Google ad to be effective. Like when I called Google Ads for help, they were very vague and trying to give me direction on how to make my ad effective. And so it was like they didn't want me to know. It was like they wanted me to just suspend, and then that was it. And so I couldn't afford, I didn't have this endless pit of money. So I just kept like getting like, well, just click this type of, outcome. What kind of campaign did you select? Well, select the other one next time. And I'm like, I did that before, So I just X'd that whole.
And I thought the campaign platform was confusing as F.
Very much so. And when I called, I spent an hour.
And I'm a techie.
Yeah. Okay, so let's wrap this up. We've got about 14 minutes. We definitely need to focus on marketing. 2 things I'm going to leave you guys with: database, funnel. Okay, database. All of you guys that have kind of gotten an idea on who your target audience is, be it the daycares or the assisted living communities or whatever, start your spreadsheet. If that means one day you sitting down, opening up a browser on one side of your computer, opening up your Google Sheets or your spreadsheet on another side, over here on Google, daycares near me, if that's your target. Construction managers near me, or construction, you get the point, right? You start your database. Why? Because that's going to be either your route if you're going direct. You're going to get them organized based on where they are in proximity geographically to you, because that's going to be your method of marketing. Or if you're doing some direct mail, the addresses and all that stuff are going to be in that one little spot. And funnel. If you aren't real big, or you don't know who your audience is yet, and you kind of are still kind of trying to figure that out, then what you want to do is create a funnel. And a funnel is just like a funnel. It's a place where everybody comes in. You don't know who they are. Okay. You're going to do some generalized marketing, maybe on Facebook, maybe a boosted post or something to that effect. And you're going to have a call to action, and you're going to give something away. It may be a free list of all of the flower shops in the city. Who knows? Something, okay? Something that preferably is relevant to the notary business, but figure out something to give away for free. And you'll have to invest in a software or something that you will be able to let them download it. There's plenty of these things you can look at. Constant Contact, SurveyMonkey, those 2 come to mind. So start with those 2, and you create just a nice little place, a landing page. It's just a one-sheeter, right? You don't have to be a techie. And that funnel, that link to that landing page is going to be on your Facebook post. So when it says learn more or click here on that button, when they click that button, it's going to take them to your nice little one-pager that has access to your free deal. So they enter their email, and they just entered your funnel. Once they enter your funnel, the key is for you to communicate with them on a pretty semi-regular basis without pissing them off, okay? You don't want to send them 152 emails, okay? You want to put them in your funnel, and then from there, you want to start to touch them, all right? Touching them is maybe an email, maybe a phone call, maybe a postcard, right? The rule is, in any business, okay, you're going to have to touch somebody 7 to 8 times before they remember you, okay? Remember Coca-Cola. How old is Coca-Cola? They still spend billions of dollars in marketing and advertising to keep top of mind with us. If they stop spending, then Pepsi's going to be the thing that we talk about all the time. Or Dr. Pepper is going to be the thing. They're going to stay spending because they know that they have to keep in front of our mind. That's just so if an old company like Coca-Cola has to do it, then that should give you an idea of why you have to do it 7 or 8 times just to keep them to know that you're the notary that they need to choose when they need one. But you got to start your database. You know who your target audience is, and you got to start your funnel. If you don't do either of these things, all of this learning that you're going to be doing is for naught, because marketing is the bridge between your knowledge and your money. Okay? If you don't have marketing to get you across the thing to your money, you won't ever get to the money. Okay? So definitely take time, develop your database of whoever your target audience is, create your funnel, watch YouTube videos on it. It's not that hard. It's just this landing page. And that way you'll have your marketing infrastructure set up. So if you don't do that though, you can take classes all day. You can learn everything it is to learn about everything, but you won't get to the money because you won't have a bridge to get your knowledge conveyed over to those people who you want to get the money from. All right, anybody have anything before we go? B said, I'm a Texan. We always talk about Dr. Pepper. You know, I've lived in Tennessee my whole life, and I've been contemplating a move, right? You know, I lost my father in May. And so I have been thinking like, you know, I've lived here all my whole life. I'm in my 40s. I want to live that whole losing him. And it was like the impetus to this whole thing. Like, why am I still like doing this? I can be anywhere. Where would I go? And Texas is kind of what I thought Florida, but I think Floridians are special people, and Florida is a special place. And I think I might visit there. And I love the fact that I could probably grow anything I wanted to all year round. So that's still on the books, but the alligators and the spiders and the snakes got me looking at Texas. So Dallas, I'm looking at Waxahachie.
Yes.
I think it's
no. Come to Dallas. Come to Dallas. You can. Yeah, I'm north of Dallas, so we've got several people on this chat and in Texas. Yeah, Texas is a big state, so we got enough space for you. You can come.
Perfect.
Another thing that I just wanted to mention is that I realized that we can save the chat.
Yes.
So if people want to save the chat, it's just those 3 little dots down there.
Cool. I just saved mine again. Thank you for the reminder. You guys, why is it that every time we talk, it seems like time goes by super fast? It's like 9:52. It feels like we just got on the call.
Because we have so much information to share.
Yeah.
It must be, because literally I thought it was like at least 30 minutes to go, but it's almost 10 o'clock. And we've covered a ton of stuff. I got my online notary stuff started. You guys have kind of communicated and put out into the universe what you want. So once you've spoken it out of your mouth, it's kind of out there now. And if we don't do anything else, we need to listen to Kayla. When we get off of this call, we need to get on Facebook, which we're going to do anyway. And we need to go to the events tab or whatever it is. Kayla, run that down for us again. Where exactly?
Basically, what you do is when you go on Facebook, you know how you have your little tabs, you go to events.
Okay,
hold on. Here, let me get on mine. So, well, I'm not going to mirror because I'm really bad at that. But I'm going to go on my Facebook so then I can walk you through it.
Okay.
While I'm on my computer. But basically, hold on. Come on, computer. Sorry, my computer has been acting like a you know what since January. But let me see where you are.
My business page, or do I go to
I know, just okay. You know when you go on your regular person page.
Okay.
You go on the left-hand side under pages. It hasn't loaded yet. Like it's in that area where your mouse is at. Oh, also somebody did mention Eventbrite. That's a good one. Meetup is a good app to go on as well. I just got into one of those this week. Yours haven't loaded up yet, but wherever you can go to the events, like just the events.
I don't know how to.
Yeah, because on my computer it would be over where that blank spot is.
Over here.
Over here, but that's your profile, right? Go to home.
Does it matter if she's on her personal profile, or does she need to be on the group profile?
She just needs to be on her home page. Like, you know, where you can see your
click the little home button at the top.
Oh.
Where you can see your feed.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry about that. I'm not.
Okay,
there you go.
Okay, and then over there, you know where your face is at? Use the down arrow where it says see more.
Okay.
And then you're gonna go to events, and it looks like a calendar. Yeah, that right there. So then all you do is over where you can search on the left-hand side.
Okay.
Like above the birthdays, you're just gonna put in networking.
Okay.
And it seems like those are the ones I've been in for Tennessee people. That's the one I've been in. I've been going to the virtual networking meeting, the one right there, the National Connect.
Kayla is going. Kayla was interested. Kayla.
Yeah, because they're free, and like what they do is like they're really like personable, because what you do when you go in there, they'll ask you to like, first off, a lot of them have a cap of how many people can go in there. So like the National Connect groups, I'm just using that for example. When you go to the events, they'll tell you like how many people they can take. With that group, you can only do 40 people at a time. So around 8:45, 8:50, you want to log into the Zoom, like they got the link down there. And basically all you do is they come on, like today we had one, it was like coffee things. So when it got to you, you want to like, one, to be personable, instead of like trying to get them to help you, I did like, okay, I've been drinking the Fruity Pebbles creamer. So a lot of them didn't know that that's out there. So, you just do stuff to put your personality in there. And then they go alphabetically. So they'll come to you and you have 60 seconds to pretty much pitch what you need. So basically, like for me, I would be like, oh, good morning. My name is Kayla. I own Sealed with Care mobile notary service. And then they ask you what your ask is, like your referral ask for that week. So like for mine, it's like, oh, well, I want to get in touch. Well, it started with, I want to get in touch with anyone that needs notary services. So what they do is, since you were on the live, after the live, they write all the people that were in there and everything you asked. And then it goes to the big group on their website. And LinkedIn, they have a LinkedIn page too. So then you just, Angie, like you said, networking near me. And it'll just pop up with all these free ones. I will do a word to the wise, like to help you, because you have to listen to all 40 people. But while you're listening to them, try to figure out a way that you can help them. Like a lot of like what I did last week is how I got the coffee date for Friday. Was there was a lady in there selling like clean wines. And she wanted to get a hold of some people that do the charcuterie boards, because she doesn't do them. And that's like, the meat and cheese boards. Well, in Clarksville, we have 3 ladies that do that. So I had never met them, but we were in mutual groups. So I just messaged them and was like, hey, I was in this networking group this morning, and this lady does clean wines and she needs charcuterie people. Are you okay with me giving you her information? And all 3 of them were like, yes. And then it was really nice for me, because I love helping people. They were like, oh my gosh, well, make sure you, what about, they were trying to refer each other to me to give them the information. So you just have to go in like with relationship building, because you may not immediately get someone to help you with what you want to do. But the fact that you're willing to help other people, with people in your area, like the lady in Hendersonville,
Deborah,
what does BNIs mean? I'm sorry.
BNI is an organization. It's a networking organization. It's very effective, and they only let only one of certain industries come in, and it's.
Oh, okay. Well, that group that I was doing, they do that for their directory, but you can go to the meetings; they're free. Okay. So you want to look at those kind of groups. But you just want to, when you go in there, just go in there with good intentions, and you never know, you might know someone that may benefit from the people that are in there telling you what they got going on. And it's just something you can, and then like the one-on-ones, like they're really big, like with the people that actually pay for the group, they're big on one-on-one. So you could be having a one-on-one with somebody, like what happened to me. And she's like, oh, well, she didn't even sell real estate or do real estate transactions. But she was like, I have friends that need mobile notaries, so we're just going to do a 1-to-1. And I thought we were doing a Zoom, but she's like, oh no, we're going to lunch on Friday. So also, I forget her name, but I got distracted. But the one who was in Hendersonville, that group actually does a one-on-one group. And if you go on the Connect Nashville group, they'll show you the information on where they go and meet up.
That was Deborah. Yeah.
Yeah, so Miss Deborah, you can go hang out with them. And if that's what you want to do, because I know a lot of people are introverted, but it's a lot of the free resources out there for you to just, just introduce yourself. And you never know, you may be helping someone, or like a lot of people say, that one connection could be your dream job.
That's awesome.
Okay, thank you.
Angie, did you have your hand up? Or did you still have something to share?
Sorry, that's a mistake.
Oh, okay.
I didn't do it. Oh, I didn't do it.
I just
No, it was said raise hand and it wasn't raised, so that was a techie thing.
All right, guys. Well, it is 10:01. This has been a super awesome call. It's been recorded, so I'll upload it. I still haven't uploaded the one from last week, but I'll get both of them done tonight. And take all of this stuff in. And to Stephanie, so excited for you. You've got an awesome future. California, I know there's a lot of notaries out in California making some really good money. I know you're going to be one of them. Asia, I love the fact that you.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Mm-hmm.
Asia, I know that you are going to continue to market and find more and more opportunities. So Raquel, I hope you get that thing figured out with regard to who, once you figure out your who, the what will come to be. And Diana, obviously you're zoning in every week that goes by. I think you get a little sharper into what you're gonna be doing. And B, I just think that with your writing, I don't know. I think there's so many opportunities for you to even help other notaries with their copy. You know what I mean? I just feel like that skill set, the blogging potential, this becoming the expert online and boosting your SEO, using your writing skills to boost your SEO by just being the article that appears everywhere about everything notary, especially on your LinkedIn. If you haven't set that up, that's going to be amazing. Angie, I'm excited for you and your move, you and your partner getting to Virginia and doing the thing there and still having your New York commission. Everybody's just got a lot of good stuff happening. So I thank you guys for coming on the call tonight, and we'll see you next Wednesday. Tomorrow, for those of you in Notary Nerds, is going to be, the links are going out as soon as I get them. I haven't gotten them yet on, I'll send out the Notary Permit Runner link, but Annie is going to send me her Zoom link for the apostille. So it's going to be a busy Thursday, and Friday again, you guys are welcome to join the Business 101 Zoom. And that's going to be, it's already in your Notary Nerds platform. Just go to the Notary Business 101 module and you'll find the Zoom link there. But that's all I have. So you guys have a great evening, and I'll talk to you next time.
Thanks, Monica.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Thank you.
Good night. Sebastian, congratulations again.
Thank you.
Talk to you later.
Congrats.
Bye. Thank you, everyone.
Bye-bye.